Yo, what's up with y'all boys and girls, man? Hey, it's Jay Briggs here, continuing to cook up this NBA action, man. Y'all know we do it on the jam session. We cook up every single game, every single day, man. And we got not one, but two game sevens lined up on the card today. And I'm super excited, super pumped, man. It's been a great 24 hours for me. My Stars punched their ticket to the Western Conference Finals in hockey. And last night, man, my Mavs punched their ticket to the Western Conference Finals after an entire season of listening to y'all call me a delusional fan when it came to my Mavs. When I simply was just telling you we're one of the best teams in the NBA. We've now are in our second Western Conference Finals in the last 3 seasons. I've told you guys all season long my NBA Finals was the Boston Celtics and my Dallas Mavericks. And it's just happening exactly how I said it would. And I have to toot my horn a little bit because of the hate that be under my videos, fam. I ain't gonna lie, where'd this hate come from? I don't know. But I'm here to do what I've done all season. And that's put money in y'all's pockets, put money in my pockets, and continue to kick the crap out of the books. That's what we do here on the jam session. You can toss it up to me being a delusional fan, or you can toss it up to me just being one of the absolute best at what I do. And I'd like the latter. Shout out my favorite team, the Dallas Mavericks, man. Put a ton of money in my pocket yesterday. We did drop our NBA Player of the Day, which was the Mavs laying the 3.5, but we bet Mavs plus 300, down 14 at half yesterday. And we cashed our series ticket, the Mavs exact 6 games yesterday as well. I made a tremendous amount of money yesterday. Shout out my Dallas Mavericks, and y'all have another week and a half of listening to me talk about my favorite team. You feel me? We ain't worried about that right now. We'll put that on the back burner. What we have today is not one, but 2 game sevens on the horizon, and we're going to cook it up and try to smash them per usual. I appreciate each and every one of you boys and girls that continue to tune in and watch this video. If you appreciate the content that I do, all I ask is that you smash that like button for me. You subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And as I always say, man, if you're rocking with me, rock with me. I'm active on Instagram and Twitter all day long. There's a link for that in the description below. And of course, I have premium plays over at the site. Money making Sunday, man. Who punches their ticket to their deserved conference championships? Will it be the Knicks at home in the Garden? Will the Pacers finally win a road game in this series and punch their ticket? Will the Timberwolves knock off the defending champs? Or will the Nuggets continue to go stupid, dummy, crazy at home at the crib? We'll talk about it right now, man. So without further ado, let's make some money tonight. Let's continue to kick the crap out of the books. And without further ado, man, let's hop right into tonight's NBA action. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get her done. We got the Indiana Pacers out on the road facing the New York Knicks. Knicks, 3.5-point home favorites here in this thing. I'm going to say the same thing I've said the entire series. I think this is a 50-50 series. I thought this series was going 7, and I thought the Pacers had a legitimate shot to punch their ticket to the Eastern Conference Finals. When I said that game 1, a lot of you guys called me a Knicks hater. A lot of you guys told me the Knicks were head and shoulders the better basketball team and the Knicks would win this series in pretty quick fashion. I never saw it that way. I thought the Pacers are the deeper team and low-key the overall better basketball team. That's how I saw the series from the start. And here we are, Game 7, and the Pacers have a legitimate shot to win this game outright and punch their ticket to the Eastern Conference Finals. I'm not wavering. I'm not switching up on those words. I'm on the Indiana Pacers plus the points. But in all honesty, I don't want the points. I would take them straight up money line as I think they punch their ticket. The Knicks, I'm sticking with my same argument that I've had for them over the last couple games. I think the injuries, the fatigue, and all that will catch up to them, and they will just seem to fall flat here in this Game 7 is how I see this one shaking out. Tom Thibodeau, Good coach, but man, I think you ran your guys into the ground. The Knicks have been a night and day team this season with OG Anunoby on and off the floor. He's currently game time decision for this one, and so is Josh Hart. Even if both of those two guys play, though, I think they're far from 100%. I think they really are banged up, and I don't know how much I can count on them here in this game tonight. Can Jalen Brunson put his team on his back and propel his team to a win? We've seen that all postseason long. Yes, he can. But can he do it in a game seven? I don't know. I don't know, man. I know he's been Mr. 40 Burger here in the postseason, but he might need 50 if they're going to get it done today. And I know the Garden is the best venue, one of the best venues in all of sports. And yes, I know those Knicks fans today are going to be ruckus, annoying, and obnoxious. And yes, the Pacers are a team without a lot of experience. So them on the road game seven does make me a little nervous. But ultimately, I'm going to stick with the same thing I've said the entire series. I think the Pacers are the deeper basketball team. I low-key think they're the better basketball team. And I think they win this game outright here in game seven. That's how I see this one shaking out, fellas. So we'll see if I'm right. Of course, this is a game seven and a legitimate 50-50 game. Games don't get more 50-50 than game sevens. They just don't. They just don't. It's a reason why it's the two best words in sports. Game seven. I know the home team has dominated here in this series, but we've seen some flashes and some signs of life from the Pacers on the road here in the Garden in certain spots. I'm going to take a shot with the Pacers here in this one. I'm not overly in love with it. This game makes my stomach hurt. I'm just calling a spade a spade. But ultimately, I'm going to stick with the same thing I've said the entire series. I think the Pacers have a legitimate shot to punch their ticket to the Eastern Conference Finals. I'll take them here at the plus money to do so. Next game up, we got the Minnesota Timberwolves out on the road facing the Denver Chicken Nuggets. Nuggets, 4.5-point home favorites here in this thing. Short, sweet, simple. What's my saying that I've said over the last two seasons, man? The Nuggets go stupid, dummy, crazy at home, at the crib. When you put the last two seasons combined together for the Nuggets, they've won 82% of their home games. These boys are 81-16 last two seasons combined at home, at the crib. I expect them to win this game seven and punch their ticket to the Western Conference Finals. The best player on the floor is Nikola Jokic, the best player on the planet. The Timberwolves have arrived. They have arrived, and they're going to be a force to reckon with over the next couple seasons here in the NBA. But here's my story, and I'm sticking to it. You have to learn to win in this league. We'll see the Timberwolves be a much better team moving forward, but this was their learning curve, and I don't think they have enough firepower, enough punch to knock off the defending champs on the road in Denver. I just don't think they have it. I think this series comes down to one thing and one thing only. Do the Nuggets score 100 points in this game? And at home, in a closeout game, yes, they do. When the Timberwolves were able to hold the Nuggets under 100 points, they won every single game this season. And when the Nuggets got over 100 points, they won every single game this season in this head-to-head matchup. So the million-dollar question is, do you see the Timberwolves on the road in a Game 7 holding the Nuggets to under 100 points? And in all honesty, I do not see it happening. It ain't happening, Captain. I'm on the Nuggets. They go stupid, dummy, crazy at home, at the crib. The Timberwolves, hell of a season. You boys will be back next season and for seasons to come. But I think you just get beat by a better team and a better player where they go stupid, dummy, crazy. And that's going to conclude this episode of my NBA Jam Session. As always, I appreciate each and every one of you boys and girls that continue to tune in and watch this video. If you appreciate the content that I do, all I ask is that you smash that like button for me. You subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And as I always say, man, if you're rocking with me, rock with me. I'm active on Instagram and Twitter all day long. There's a link for that in the description below. And of course, I have premium plays over at the site. Money making Sunday, man. Let's keep the momentum rolling forward. It's been your guy, Jay Briggs, man. I'm out of here.